Good morning and welcome to another episode of Speed Tribe X. Today we are going to look at an SUV that has so much power it can tow itself and then some. An SUV that is considered to be the most powerful SUV in the world. An SUV with an engine from a Hellcat. Today we are going to be looking at the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Today I'm going to be going through the interior of this car, then I'll take you for a walk around the exterior, show you the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8, then show you how it sounds. But unfortunately today we're not going to take it for a drive because they haven't got the test drive unit yet. A huge thanks to Jeep Glenmary for giving me or letting me film this car. So yeah, let's get into it. Of course you're wondering what a 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 Jeep costs in Malaysia. Well, it costs 869,000 ringgit. I am not shitting you, that is the real price that is on the paper thing that they put inside the showroom. 869,000 ringgit. Maybe once I'm done showing you around, you could tell me if it's worth 869,000 ringgit. Chrysler developed this 6.3 Hemi supercharged V8 first for the Challenger Hellcat. Then they thought, why limit it to sort of a sports car, and they stuck it in a sedan, the Charger. Then they thought, why limit it to cars itself, and that's why I'm standing next to a 700 horsepower SUV. Okay guys, for starters I'm going to show you, or let's head into the interior of the Trackhawk. If you come here, you can see first of all there is carbon fiber on the doors and over the interior. It also says supercharged here on the door sills, which is pretty cool. Then it says Trackhawk on the steering wheel and on the carpets, which is, well, I wouldn't say it's normal. So let's hop in. Well, as you can see, we are now inside the interior of the Trackhawk. And if you can see, even on the passenger side, it is fully carbon fiber trimmed everywhere. Then there's a black trim with this green, which we will get to in a second. Then you have the steering wheel, which is fully leather, Trackhawk on the bottom. And this part is plastic that looks like metal. It has paddles in the back, which are a bit weird because they're just like the top half of the paddle, so that's a bit weird. So you shift in like a weird way, and then it has buttons at the back of the paddles, then your normal signals and everything. This whole thing everywhere is leather. This whole thing is like a really nice cloth material. Not sure if it's Alcantara. I don't think it's Alcantara, but yeah. Then you have this mirror here to look at you when you're going 300 kilometers an hour, which happens to be the top speed of this car because this car has no speed limiter. Then you come to this part, which is your mode selector. Every time you change a mode, it also changes the way the gauge cluster looks. When I change it to, this is tow mode, right? It shows the Jeep Cherokee towing something. Then this would be snow mode. It shows the Jeep Cherokee in snow. Then auto just shows the Jeep Cherokee. Then sport, it shows the Jeep Cherokee like on a finish line. And finally track, where it shows the Jeep Cherokee racing across the track. Another cool thing about this interior, which is absolutely crazy, is the speedometer. It goes up to 320 kilometers an hour because, well, the top speed is around 300 because Chrysler or Jeep didn't put a limiter on this car. So they just let it run. So it probably could do 300. 320 is 20 kilometers slower than the top speed, or the top speed they said of most Ferraris. Obviously, if you take the limiter off the Ferraris, it'll go a lot faster, but this is a family SUV. This car weighs like I don't even know, a few tons. It weighs 7,200 pounds, which is this much in kilograms, which I'm assuming is insanely heavy. It's almost twice the weight of a Huracan, and it goes 300 kilometers an hour. This center button I wanted to show you. This launch control button is really cool because it says launch, and it has the Christmas tree type thing, which if you didn't know is what they call the drag strip lights on the side of the button, which is really something cool. Then you come to the infotainment system, you go here, and then you can go to performance pages, which shows some pretty cool stats. So this is intake air temperature. Oh, this is just gauges. So you have like 3 pages of gauges that probably nobody will use. Then this is a G-force meter. This is your engine. Like say I rev the engine right now, right? It shows in real time, and this is sort of like a dyno showing how much the engine revs and goes up, and you know, it goes up like that, and it shows like a way of how everything works. This is your launch control RPM meter thing. So meaning you can set your launch control from anywhere between 1000 RPM all the way up to 3500 RPM. So you can set the launch control on where your car actually launches. We can't try that today because we're not driving it, but as far as I actually know, you can't actually launch the car at 3500 RPM because the brakes can't hold this car at 3500 RPM, which is crazy. But I think it's because the supercharger and everything like is really engaged and the engine is super high RPM. But yeah, I saw a few videos and they said you can't launch it actually 3500 RPM, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, this is how it would be, right? 3500 all the way down to 1100. Then you have race cool down, which basically cools down the car after you go on a really high lap using the AC gas to cool down the engine and everything, even when the car's turned off. Let's say you've been on track or something, so that you can get cool faster and go more laps, which is insane because again, this is a 5-seater family SUV. So now let's go to the back seats. Now we're in the back seat of this 700 horsepower family car, and it's pretty comfortable. It's more like a sofa than a car seat, and you can like lean back and just chill. This seat is actually really big. Ooh. Then you know they have this still nice cloth material at the back, a cloth hook thing right here on both sides. Then they have reading lights, I guess, and this cup holder part to rest your hand or put your cups. Then close this part. Also has red seat belts, just like the front. Then it has 2 AC vents and 2 USB ports. Also a heated seat control for the back seats. That's something like on level of Porsche and stuff, man. That's pretty good. Sit in the center seat. Half decent, really, not that bad. But obviously, if you sit in the center seat, your legs are gonna block the AC from going to anyone else. Then this part here for some interior storage. Well, I guess that's about it for the interior. Now, let's go outside the Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk. Okay, now starting from the outside, of course we have to start with this massive and mental 6.2 liter supercharged V8. This car has 707 horsepower, 645 pound-feet of torque, which is 850 Newton meters. That is an insane amount of power for a family SUV. This, of course, is the engine from the Dodge Hellcat. If you come closer, you can actually see the SRT Hellcat logo on top of the supercharger. And this is a supercharged Hemi, and I really like the fact that there's no stupid plastic engine cover on this car, because, well, people who buy this car obviously know a thing or two about cars, and they want to see this insane 6.2 liter engine. You come here, you can see the pulleys for the supercharger in this car, and this is a massive, massive intake. I don't really know from where it's coming in, but huge intake for this mental engine. And also makes insane supercharger whines when you rev it. So I'll play a clip of that. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone's wondering, how does this engine sound? Well, I just remembered that I haven't actually showed you the inside of the Jeep showroom. So just a quick, like, small little thing. We come here, we have this white Jeep, which is it's a Jeep Compass. I don't know much about Jeeps, but that's a really weird name for a car. There is the reception counter, and they have all this stuff. They have Jeep shirts and merch and toys. Oh, well, this is the poster or booklet for the Compass. Why the hell would they name a car Compass? And then they have like toys of Jeeps and Jeep bags. That's pretty cool. Oh, they also have pictures of Jeeps on the wall over there. This is the SRT, not the... My cameraman almost fell. This is the SRT, not the Trackhawk. So it has the 6.4 liter V8 without a supercharger. Then this is the other Trackhawk, which I think currently these are the only two Trackhawks in the country. Full black on black. That was red with a painted black hood. That hood was painted. And yeah, it has a black thing. This is like Jeep merch area, I guess. Hold on. This car, well, pretty much has the same specs as the car outside. Yeah, it even has the same colored brakes, which is nice, obviously, inside. It's AC, so I'm kind of cooling myself down too. But yeah, this is the official thing, right? Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, 4x4 all-wheel drive, 6.5 liter V8 petrol, $869,000. As I said. And yeah, I'll put a clip of that. If you want to read all the options, you just pause the video. Now, back outside. Now, talk about the exterior of this car. This red paint, I think classic, looks really cool for a Trackhawk. I really, really like it. The hood of this car is actually painted black. This part is painted, it's not a wrap or a sticker or anything. So it's red, the painted black hood, which I think adds that muscle car effect. And these 7 holes, actually, this isn't like an official thing, but it's kind of a myth that Jeep was the first car to travel to all 7 continents. Now, you know, we can walk around here, and oh shit, I think it's starting to rain. As you can see, these brakes are massive, absolutely insane. These are 15 3/4 inch brakes, which means these are almost 16-inch brakes. Brakes that are 16 inches. You can buy cars with rims that are 15 inches. That's 16 inches right there. Well, as you can see, this is the side profile of the car. It looks kind of normal, actually, for an insane, or what crazy madness it actually is. Then you walk right there, Then you come around to the back, you can see the Jeep logo, the Trackhawk logo. There's not a lot of logos flaunting the whole Trackhawk thing, but yeah, it also has quad tailpipes, which are real, as you heard. Then it has this part, which is also painted black, which looks cool. Automatic boot gate, which is nice. Then it has this luggage compartment cover, which just slides into place, so that's really good. Then the button for this thing is kind of weird because the button's actually here and it's not like up here like most cars, so you know, kind of a bit different compared to most cars, and it takes its time. No shit. It takes its time to close. But it also has a sunroof. And also these wheels are 20 inches and look really sick. I know it's raining, but I'm still here. And yeah, it also has this kind of flared fender effect on the side, like give it like a wide body look. But yeah, it's a really cool looking car. Well guys, I guess that will be it for today's video. As you can see, it's already raining, but thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, I hope you enjoy my other content, which you can watch later. And thank you so much to Jeep Malaysia for giving me this car today to share it with you guys. Supercharged noises and stuff like that, it's really rare in Malaysia. So this is one of only 2 Trackhawks in the country. If you like this content, you can go and give Jeep Malaysia a follow too, so you can see more Trackhawks. Thank you so much for Jeep Malaysia for letting me come and film this car. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share this video to your friends. Most of them probably haven't seen this car. Subscribe to Speed Drive X if you want to help support the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, guys. Ciao.